In the vast universe of fame, where celebrities from diverse spheres shine brightly, their untimely departures leave a palpable void, echoing through the realms of music, cinema, sports, and beyond. These losses transcend mere headlines, deeply touching the souls of fans worldwide.
He loved being in that helicopter. He certainly was never really concerned about it. For him to be gone, particularly through these means, was incredibly tragic.
As we explore the impact of celebrity passings, we delve into the profound influence these stars wielded in life and the indelible marks they leave in death, reminding us of their last words and impacts before leaving the earth. Chadwick Boseman, actor. As the world mourns Hollywood actor Chadwick Boseman, a video from 2019 has surfaced which shows the Black Panther star saying, "I'm dead." The video emanated from a red carpet interview during which he was asked to speak on the movie Avengers Endgame a few weeks before its release. People are ready to see this movie. They're buying the tickets. It's nuts. I mean, how does it feel to know that they love this film so much? A reporter asked. "It's great, but I'm dead, so I can't answer any questions about that," Chadwick Boseman responded. "So you don't want to give us a spoiler or anything like that?" the reporter asked. Chadwick Boseman, whose character T'Challa died in the prequel Avengers. Infinity War replied saying, "I'm dead, but I'm dead," he said. A short video from the interview suddenly went viral as Twitter users made various memes out of it. Chadwick Boseman, a luminary whose brilliance on and off the screen captivated hearts worldwide, left us too soon on August 28, 2020, at the young age of 43. His silent battle with colon cancer, a fight he courageously bore away from the public eye, underscores the resilience and dedication of a true hero. Boseman didn't just play icons, he became one, leaving a legacy that reverberates far beyond the echoes of his on-screen performances. Boseman's impact was seismic, forever altering the landscape of Hollywood and society's perception of Black heroes. As T'Challa in Black Panther, he wasn't just a superhero. He was a symbol of dignity, strength, and hope for Black children and adults alike, embodying the possibility of a world where diversity and inclusion aren't just ideals, but realities. His contribution to the arts went beyond entertainment. It was a rallying cry for change, inspiring a generation to see themselves as heroes of their own stories. Off-screen, Boseman's legacy is equally profound. His final message, a call to action for people to vote, epitomizes his lifelong commitment to justice and equality. Even in his last moments, Boseman was thinking of others, of the future, and how he could contribute to shaping it for the better. This selflessness, this unwavering spirit, is what truly sets him apart. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Supreme Court Justice. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, affectionately known as RBG, was a titan of justice, whose diminutive stature belied her towering presence in the United States Supreme Court. Passing away on September 18, 2020, at the age of 87, Ginsburg left behind a legacy that is nothing short of revolutionary. Her fight against gender discrimination paved the way for a more equitable society, making her an enduring icon of resilience, brilliance, and justice. Appointed to the Supreme Court in 1993 by President Bill Clinton, Ginsburg was only the second woman to serve on the High Court. But her journey to the zenith of American jurisprudence was marked by a relentless battle against the systemic inequalities faced by women. Through her legal prowess, RBG dismantled piece by piece the legal edifice that supported gender discrimination, advocating for equality with a combination of sharp wit, unwavering dedication, and profound empathy. Just days before her death, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg said that her most fervent wish is that I will not be replaced until a new president is installed, according to a new report. Her death comes less than 7 weeks before the 2020 election between President Donald Trump and Democratic nominee Joe Biden, though she didn't see the end of the election. Beyond her monumental legal victories, Ginsburg became a cultural icon, a symbol of tenacity in the face of adversity. Her workout routines, her dissent collar, and her unapologetic stance on justice made her a figure of inspiration far beyond the courtrooms. She showed that change, no matter how incremental, is worth fighting for, and that barriers are there to be broken. In her final days, Ginsburg dictated a statement to her granddaughter: "My most fervent wish is that I will not be replaced until a new president is installed." This poignant reflection encapsulated her lifelong commitment to democracy, justice, and the integrity of the Supreme Court. Ruth Bader Ginsburg's departure was a moment of profound loss for the United States and the world, but her legacy endures, a beacon of hope, urging us all to continue the fight for justice and equality. Her life's work remains a clarion call to action, inspiring us to believe in the power of enduring change and the potential within each of us to contribute to a fairer world. Kobe Bryant, basketball player. The world is grieving the loss of Kobe Bryant, who died in a 9-fatality helicopter crash on Sunday, January 25th in Calabasas, California, alongside 13-year-old daughter Gigi. He leaves behind his wife, Vanessa, and their 3 younger children, Natalia, Bianca, and Capri. Kobe Bryant, a name synonymous with basketball greatness, left the world in shock and heartache on January 25, 2020. The tragic helicopter crash that claimed his life, along with his daughter Gianna and 7 others, ended a chapter that was far more than just about a sport. Kobe was not merely an athlete. He was a global icon, a loving father, and a mentor whose sudden departure left a void in the hearts of millions. Kobe's legacy is etched not just in the annals of NBA history, but in the very fabric of our cultural consciousness. With 5 NBA championships, 2 Olympic gold medals, and an 18-time All-Star title under his belt, his accolades speak volumes. Yet, it was his relentless work ethic, the Mamba mentality, that truly defined him. Kobe taught us that greatness is a pursuit, a constant striving for excellence that transcends the boundaries of a basketball court. Just 10 days before his death, Bryant did his last sit-down interview with USA Today reporter Mark Medina. Bryant spoke fondly of his 4 post-playing years, saying, "I got a chance to spend so much time with my family and largely control my own schedule." In his second act, Medina said, the star was focused on his production company, which had plans for a 4th sports fantasy book to debut on March 31st and a 3rd season of his Punies podcast in the works. In what would be Bryant's final tweet, he congratulated LeBron James for overtaking him as 3rd on the NBA's all-time scoring list. "Continuing to move the game forward at King James. Much respect for my brother #33644, Bryant wrote. Similarly, the Baller's final Instagram post congratulated James, reading, "On to #2 at King James, keep growing the game and charting the path for the next." Beyond the glittering trophies and the roar of packed stadiums, Kobe's impact was profoundly personal. He was a family man, devoted to his wife Vanessa and their daughters, a side that endeared him even more to his fans. His relationship with Gianna, or Gigi, brought to light his role as a girl dad, showcasing his belief in the power and potential of young women in sports and beyond. Kobe's passing felt like losing a member of our own family. The world grieved, not just for the basketball legend, but for the man who showed us what it means to live with passion, to push beyond limits, and to cherish every moment with our loved ones. His emotional farewell speech, where he signed off with "Mamba out," now resonates with a poignant finality, reminding us of the fragility of life. In the wake of his death, the outpouring of tributes reflected the depth of his influence. From murals and memorials to heartfelt messages from fans and fellow athletes, it was clear that Kobe's spirit had touched people far beyond the basketball community. His legacy, however, continues to inspire. The Mamba and Mamacita Sports Foundation carries forward his commitment to young athletes, ensuring that his impact endures. Sha Connor, actor. The legendary 007 Sha Connor, quintessential embodiment of charisma and grace, whose portrayal of James Bond set the gold standard for cinematic cool, left us on October 31st, 2020. His departure, at the golden age of 30, marked the end of an era for film enthusiasts around the globe. Connery wasn't just the first actor to utter the iconic Bond, James Bond. He was a cultural icon whose legacy spans decades, a beacon of talent whose impact on the film industry is immeasurable. Born into humble beginnings in Edinburgh, Scotland, Connery's journey to stardom was a testament to his perseverance, charm, and undeniable talent. But it was his role as the suave secret agent 007 that catapulted him into superstardom, defining a genre and setting the bar for all action heroes that followed. Yet Connery was more than just Bond. His career was adorned with a plethora of roles that showcased his versatility as an actor, earning him an Academy Award, 2 BAFTA Awards, and 3 Golden Globes, among others. Connery's off-screen life mirrored the dignity and strength he portrayed in his characters. Known for his deep, resonant voice and magnetic presence, he was also a man of profound integrity and conviction, standing up for what he believed in, including his Scottish heritage. His emotional depth, warmth, and genuine love for his craft endeared him to fans and colleagues alike, making his passing a deeply personal loss for those who admired him. His wife Micheline says he was a gorgeous model of a man. I was there as he slipped away without a fuss. Sean Connery's widow Micheline reveals the final moments of the Bond star, whose wit and charm defined Sean Connery's legacy, is not just in the memorable characters he brought to life, but in the indelible mark he left on the hearts of those who watched him. As the news of his passing spread, it was as if the world collectively mourned the loss of a dear friend, a testament to the deep connection he forged with audiences across generations. In reflecting on his illustrious career, we are reminded of the fleeting nature of life, but also of the enduring power of legacy. Connery's portrayal of James Bond will forever remain iconic, but it is his warmth, his integrity, and his unwavering spirit that will be most fondly remembered. The final curtain may have closed on this legendary life, but Sean Connery's spirit, like the immortal characters he played, will continue to inspire, to entertain, and to live on in the annals of cinematic history. The emotion that his passing evokes is a tribute to the man he was, a timeless legend, beloved by all who had the privilege of witnessing his remarkable journey. Diego Maradona, football legend. While still alive, Diego Maradona expressed what he wanted to have engraved on his tombstone. In a bizarre TV interview which aired 15 years ago, during which Maradona quizzed himself, he said that getting old with his grandchildren would mean a peaceful death for him. Diego Maradona, a name that evokes a whirlwind of emotions, left the world in mourning on November 25, 2020. His departure was not just the loss of a football legend, it was the end of an era that forever changed the landscape of the beautiful game. Maradona, with his unparalleled skill and fiery spirit, was more than a player. He was a beacon of hope, a symbol of defiant triumph over life's adversities, and an embodiment of pure, unadulterated passion for football. Born on October 30, 1960, in Lanús, Argentina, Maradona's journey from the humble barrios of Buenos Aires to the pinnacle of global football is a testament to his indomitable will and extraordinary talent. His feet spoke a language of their own, dancing with the ball in a way that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Maradona was a magician, his playground the pitch, where he performed feats that left spectators in awe and opponents in despair. Yet Maradona's story is tinged with the hues of tragedy and human frailty. His battles off the field, with health, addiction, and controversy, mirrored the struggles faced by those he inspired. Despite his flaws, or perhaps because of them, Maradona was dearly beloved, his victories seen as triumphs of the everyman against the insurmountable. The emotional crescendo of Maradona's life story is undoubtedly the 1986 World Cup, where he led Argentina to glory, immortalized by the hand of God and the goal of the century. These moments captured the essence of Maradona, part divine, part human, entirely unforgettable. Maradona's passing left a void in the heart of football, and in the hearts of millions who saw in him a reflection of their own struggles and aspirations. His legacy, however, remains undiminished, a legend who transcended the game and became a cultural icon. In remembering Maradona, we recall not just the dizzying highs of his career, but the profound impact he had on fans and communities across the globe. He represented the dreams of the underdog, the beauty of imperfection, and the pure joy of playing for the love of the game. Diego Maradona, The boy from the barrios who danced with the ball at his feet leaves behind a legacy that is emotional, complex, and profoundly human. In his story, we find the essence of what it means to love, to fight, and to dream. Maradona may have left the pitch, but his legend will forever dance in the hearts of those who loved him. Alex Trebek, game show host. Alex Trebek, the legendary host of Jeopardy, who became a household name over nearly 4 decades, left us on November 8, 2020 at the age of 80 after a valiant and public battle with pancreatic cancer. Trebek wasn't just a game show host. He was a beacon of intelligence, grace, and integrity, inviting millions into his world of trivia, where knowledge was celebrated and curiosity encouraged. Trebek's journey on Jeopardy was more than a career. It was a testament to the power of education, the joy of learning, and the human spirit's resilience. He became a familiar, comforting presence in homes around the world, his calm demeanor and sharp wit making viewers feel like they were part of something special, something bigger than just a game show. Trebek's impact transcended television. He fostered a community bound by the love of learning, making us all feel a little smarter, a little more connected. According to the LA Times, Trebek has previously said that he will continue to do the show as long as my skills have not diminished, but told Strawn that the process had already begun without specifying what he meant. Although no final show date has been announced, fans have been left wondering who could replace the iconic host. Trebek says that he would address that question in his sign-off as well. I will say my goodbyes, and I will tell people, don't ask me who's going to replace me because I have no say whatsoever. But I'm sure that if you give them the same love and attention and respect that you have shown me, then they will be a success, and the show will continue being a success. And until we meet again, God bless you and goodbye, he said. Facing his diagnosis with remarkable bravery, Trebek chose to share his journey with the world, not for sympathy, but to raise awareness and to show that even in the darkest times, there can be light. His openness about his struggle, his hopes, and his fears brought us closer to him, turning the host into a friend, a family member we welcomed into our homes with open hearts. Trebek's legacy is one of inspiration and courage. He showed us that it's possible to face life's toughest battles with dignity and grace, and that laughter and love can be found even in the most challenging moments. He reminded us of the importance of kindness, the value of truth, and the enduring power of the human spirit. As the world mourns the loss of Alex Trebek, we find comfort in the memories he leaves behind, the lessons he taught us, and the gentle reminder to never stop questioning, learning, and growing. Trebek may have left the stage, but his light remains, guiding us toward curiosity, empathy, and the understanding that knowledge is not just power, it's a gift. In his own words, shared with humility and hope, Trebek encouraged us to be the best versions of ourselves, to face our trials with courage, and to always keep learning. His legacy is not just in the answers he provided, but in the questions he inspired us to ask. Eddie Van Halen, musician. I love you. These words usually bring butterflies to the tummy when spoken with true intentions, especially from someone you love. But what if that was all they had to say because it's their last words? The pain will be unbearable, don't you think? Well, these were the last words of Eddie Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen, a maestro who redefined the electric guitar's possibilities and left an indelible mark on the world of rock music, passed into eternity on October 6, 2020, after a valiant battle with cancer. With his departure, the music world lost not just an iconic guitarist, but a visionary whose melodies wove the soundtrack of countless lives, inspiring generations of musicians to dream bigger and reach further. Eddie's journey was one of meteoric rise, marked by the creation of anthems that transcended time and genre. Co-founding the band Van Halen with his brother Alex in 1972, he catapulted to stardom, his fingers dancing across the fretboard with a speed and finesse that seemed almost otherworldly. Tracks like Eruption showcased his innovative tapping technique, forever altering guitar play's landscape and cementing his place as a rock legend. Yet beyond the pyrotechnics and electrifying solos, Eddie's music spoke to the heart. It was the emotion, the raw passion behind each note that connected deeply with fans around the globe. His ability to convey joy, sorrow, and everything in between through the strings of his guitar made his work resonate on a profoundly personal level. Off-stage, Eddie's battle with cancer was fought with the same courage and determination that characterized his music career. Despite the pain and challenges, he continued to inspire, never losing his trademark smile or his passion for music. His spirit, a blend of resilience and boundless optimism, served as a beacon of hope for many facing their own struggles. The news of Eddie's passing was a chord struck in the hearts of millions, a reminder of the fragility of life and the power of music to unite us in our most human experiences. Tributes poured in from all corners of the globe, a testament to his influence and the love he inspired in fans and fellow musicians alike. Eddie Van Halen's legacy is not just in the notes he played, but in the lives he touched and the countless guitarists who picked up their instrument because of him. In his echo, we find a call to embrace our passions, to live fully, and to leave the world a bit brighter than we found it. Eddie's music, a blend of innovation, emotion, and sheer brilliance, will forever be a source of inspiration, a reminder of a man who in the face of life's toughest battles gave the world harmony, melody, and the undying spirit of rock and roll. Kirk Douglas, actor. Before his death, Kirk Douglas was arguably the oldest actor alive. Kirk Douglas was an indomitable force of Hollywood's golden age, left an indelible mark on the world when he passed away on February 5, 2020, at the venerable age of 103. His journey from the gritty streets of Amsterdam, New York, to the glittering lights of Hollywood is a testament to the enduring spirit of a man who refused to be defined by his circumstances. Douglas, born Isur Danielovich to Russian Jewish immigrants, embodied the quintessential American dream, rising through sheer grit, talent, and determination to become one of cinema's most iconic figures. Douglas's cinematic legacy is vast and varied, featuring over 90 films, including classics like Spartacus, Paths of Glory, and Lust for Life. Yet it was not just his roles on screen that captured the hearts of millions. It was the intensity and passion with which he approached every aspect of his life. His piercing blue eyes and chiseled jawline were matched only by the depth of character and humanity he brought to his performances, leaving audiences spellbound. Beyond his legendary status in Hollywood, Douglas's impact was profoundly felt in the way he challenged the status quo. His courageous stand against the Hollywood blacklist by crediting blacklisted writer Dalton Trumbo for the screenplay of Spartacus is a testament to his unwavering principles and advocacy for freedom of expression. This act of defiance not only helped to end the blacklist, but also showcased Douglas's commitment to justice and equality. Off-screen, Douglas's resilience was equally remarkable. Surviving a helicopter crash and overcoming a stroke, his journey was one of relentless perseverance, embodying the very essence of strength and survival. Despite these challenges, he continued to engage in philanthropy, alongside his wife Anne, contributing to various causes and leaving a legacy of generosity and compassion. Michael Douglas, his son, isn't certain his father, Kirk Douglas, was serious when he spoke some of his last words, but he is certain about what his dad said. Mike can get it done. The elder Douglas wasn't talking about his son. The revelation, such as it is, came last week as the Kominsky method actor was campaigning for Democratic presidential candidate Mike Bloomberg in Wisconsin. "I don't know if he was pulling my leg or not," Douglas said at a campaign stop on Saturday, just days after his father's death. "But one of the last words he said when he was in the hospital, he asked me to lean over closely, and I leaned over closely, and he looked at me and he said, 'Mike can get it done.'" Kirk Douglas's departure was met with a profound sense of loss, a testament to the deep emotional connection he forged with fans and the lasting impact of his work. He was not just a titan of the silver screen, but a loving father, husband, and a man of deep integrity. His memoirs, including The Ragman's Son, offer a glimpse into the soul of a man who, despite his fame, never lost sight of where he came from and who he was. As we reflect on the life of Kirk Douglas, we are reminded of the power of resilience, the importance of standing up for what is right, and the enduring legacy of a man who, through his roles and actions, taught us the meaning of true strength. His story, marked by triumph and adversity, continues to inspire, a beacon of hope and determination that shines brightly in the annals of Hollywood history. In remembering Kirk Douglas, we celebrate not just an actor but a legend whose spirit will forever echo in the hearts of those he touched. Nia Rivera, actress. In the history of celebrities' deaths, Nia Rivera's death sends shockwaves through the bone marrow of fans earthwide. Nia Rivera, a dazzling star whose light was extinguished far too soon, left the world in mourning on July 8, 2020. Best known for her role as Santana Lopez on the hit TV series Glee, Rivera was more than just an actress. She was a force of nature, whose talent, warmth, and indomitable spirit touched the hearts of millions across the globe. Her tragic passing in a drowning accident at Lake Piru in California at the tender age of 33 has left a void in the entertainment industry and among her fans that can never be filled. Rivera's portrayal of Santana was groundbreaking, bringing to life a character that became a beacon of hope and representation for the LGBTQ+ community. Her ability to convey vulnerability and strength, often in the same breath, endeared her to audiences and helped many young people feel seen and understood. Off-screen, Rivera's passion for helping others, her zest for life, and her devotion as a mother exemplified the depth of her character and the breadth of her love. Her final act was one of selfless heroism. Saving her son's life in their last moments together speaks volumes about her as a person. This final, loving sacrifice encapsulates the essence of who Nia Rivera was: a loving mother, a loyal friend, and a compassionate human being whose concern for others transcended her own well-being. In an interview with Good Morning America on July 2021, exactly 1 year after the star's passing, Yolanda, alongside Nia's younger sister Nikayla, tearfully recounted the last time she spoke with her daughter, just hours before her fatal drowning. "I missed 2 of her FaceTime calls and I called her back," Yolanda recalled of that otherwise unremarkable day last July. "And we had a beautiful conversation. The sun was kissing her face and she was just beautiful." The emotional outpouring from fans, co-stars, and loved ones in the wake of her passing highlights the profound impact Rivera had on those around her. She was a source of light and joy, a talented artist who used her platform to advocate for equality and acceptance. Her legacy is one of love, resilience, and the power of living authentically. Nia Rivera's story is a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the indelible mark one person can leave on the world. As we remember her, let us not only mourn the loss of a brilliant star gone too soon, but also celebrate the incredible moments she gave us, the barriers she broke down, and the lives she touched. In the echoes of her laughter, the power of her performances, and the courage of her final act, Rivera's spirit lives on, a testament to the beauty and strength of the human spirit. Her light, though dimmed, will never be forgotten, inspiring us to live fully, love deeply, and cherish every moment. Little Richard, musician. Little Richard, born Richard Wayne Penniman on December 5, 1938, in Macon, Georgia, was not just a musician. He was a revolutionary force in the tapestry of American music. With his passing on May 9, 2020, the world lost a beacon of joy, flamboyance, and unparalleled musical genius. Little Richard's journey from the segregated South to the pinnacle of rock and roll stardom is a testament to the indomitable spirit of a man who refused to be silenced by the conventions of his time. From the first electrifying notes of Tutti Frutti to the unstoppable energy of Long Tall Sally, Little Richard's music broke barriers and set the foundation for rock and roll. His infectious rhythms and explosive performances shattered the monotony of the 1950s music scene, ushering in a new era of exuberance and freedom. Little Richard was not just playing music, he was preaching the gospel of rock and roll, converting legions of fans with every spirited wop bop a loo bop a lop bam boom. But Little Richard's influence extended far beyond his musical achievements. In a society rigidly divided by race and sexuality, he was a figure of defiance and liberation. With his flamboyant style, unapologetic self-expression, and fearless persona, Little Richard challenged the norms of his time, becoming an icon for both the African American and LGBTQ+ communities. He showed the world that it was not only okay to be different, it was something to be celebrated. The emotional resonance of Little Richard's legacy is profound. Through his struggles and triumphs, he embodied the essence of resilience and authenticity. To listen to his music is to feel the pulse of freedom, to be reminded of the power of individuality. Little Richard's life was a dazzling spectacle of brilliance and bravery, a kaleidoscope of color in a black and white world. As we mourn the loss of this musical titan, we also celebrate the indelible mark he left on the world. Little Richard's legacy is not just in the notes of his songs, but in the courage he inspired in others to live their truth loudly and proudly. In his own words, "I am the architect of rock and roll," and indeed, the structure he built stands resilient, a sanctuary for all who dare to dream, to defy, and to dance to the rhythm of their own hearts. In his departure, the world weeps for the loss of such vibrancy and vitality, yet the echo of his influence resounds, a reminder that the spirit of Little Richard, the true king of rock and roll, will forever remain an unextinguished flame in the heart of music and in the souls of those he touched. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.